I wouldn't call them cafeteria Muslims. They too obviously have beef or rivalry with Shias. And that story with them, I think, is a little bit more like maybe you can wear the tinfoil hat. You don't know how much of what they did was actually bad and how much of that was propaganda. Same with Saddam Hussein. Like, I don't think people look at Saddam Hussein in these Arab states like the way that Westies do. Like a lot of Emiratis, they like and respect Saddam Hussein.
Wow.
Yeah, bro.
Remember we seen his watch?
Yeah, exactly. See, we saw his watch. I saw paintings that he had in his house.
Wow.
In Emirati household. So he's not considered the bad guy in all these Arab states. Either is Gaddafi. So these people, maybe not Osama bin Laden. Osama bin Laden, it's a grey area. But Gaddafi and Saddam Hussein aren't seen in this like evil light, like the way a lot of these IRGC commanders are.
Got it.
You know, the Arab states, if they all got along somehow, it would be the most powerful, prosperous place in the world. Like no one would be able to touch them because of the resources, the oil, and just geography. Like they're in that functional center of the earth for import, re-export. So everyone would have to get along if it was just like Arabia or that whole region.
Yeah.
But they're constantly in conflict with one another. And it's not just Israel and the Muslims. A lot of normies think, yeah, it's the Jews versus the Muslims. Not even close to that simple. It's like Shia versus Sunni rivalry. And then there's even Sunni and Sunni. Yeah.
But there are some that are like key allies. Like Qatar is a key ally to the UAE.
I think you can call them allies. I know it's just semantics, but they're all part of the GCC.
Yeah.
They're all part of the GCC. But they still, bro, there was an issue with Qatar and the UAE in 2017. When was that? Check that.
But that's got to do with Iran because they were trying to bring Iran to the table.
It doesn't matter. There was still, relatively recent issues between Qatar and the UAE, and even the UAE and Saudi just some months ago because of the proxies in Yemen. They're constantly having this silent or not so silent rivalry between Qatar, UAE and Saudi. And they definitely have differences with regards to how to run a country, ideologies and such. And I definitely want to be in Dubai more than I would Saudi and more than I would Qatar. Absolutely, 100%. And I think a lot of wise foreigners understand the secular nature of Dubai compared to Qatar. Even though Qatar is, if I had to live there, I'd be like, not the worst place. But you do need, I think, to have your wits about you in a different way in a place like Qatar and Saudi as opposed to the UAE. I mean, in Saudi, I don't even think alcohol is legal still.
Only at some hotels.
You see what I mean? It's still restricted. It's heavily controlled. In the UAE, man, like just pop open a beer in most places.
Yeah, it's a very open, welcoming country. The UAE and Qatar had major diplomatic crisis, primarily between 2017 and 2021.
And didn't Israel bomb Hamas in Qatar not too long ago? They sent a missile there?
They had a meeting there and they sent a missile,
Yeah, bro. You just can't compare Qatar to UAE at this point. It's too early days. I cannot. And I like Qatar and I like the Qataris. But I just think that there's a level of safety and brand in a place like Dubai that a place like Qatar it's not even close. Same with Saudi at this point.
Yeah, it's not
in time.
close.
It's not close.
No, they really revolutionized and if it wasn't for them, I think if there was no Emirates, there'd be no Qatar Airlines.
I agree.
They're like, oh shit, is that what you guys are doing? No way, that's a great idea.
Yeah, Dubai is the poster child of this post-energy economy.
Everyone's copying Dubai.
Yeah.
Everyone
I mean, even Abu Dhabi, their own, brother Emirate thought, you know what Dubai has done here with this post-energy thing, we need to get onto this too. And they have.
Now, is this issue with Iran dissolving some of the tension between Saudi and UAE?
I would have to say, yeah. Like if someone said, you've got to say yes or no, I'd say it's bringing them closer together, yeah.
My enemies, what's that? You'll start saying, my enemy's enemy is my friend?
I wouldn't
Machiavelli?
call Saudi and the UAE enemies. They're not. They're part of the GCC. No. But there was a public announcement from Saudi that literally said, what you're doing here, UAE, with this proxy group, no. Out of Yemen. It's not secret knowledge.
Yeah, well, I'm starting to miss Dubai a little bit.
But it's too hot now.
Well, it hasn't got to that level yet.
Yeah, what is it? April 20?
Everyone's like driving around with their top down right now in Dubai.
It's okay, I think, for another month odd.
Yeah, another month. Another month. And
Maybe
that's when we
another
get-
3 weeks odd.
And then we'll get a little bit sticky. All right. Anything else you want to get off your chest, Daniel?
We can talk about...
What do you want to talk about?
today, I posted some tweets. I call them tweets, but they're on my Instagram stories. You read them?
No.
It's about this whole low T behavior thing. And the reason people label it as low T behavior is not necessarily people checking people's testosterone levels. It's more low ranking male behavior, because there's a lot of high T males that are low ranking males and vice versa. Okay. The reason they label people as low T males is because having low testosterone does predispose you to being a low ranking male. It does, but it's not the be all end all. We are much more complex than our primate cousins. And one of those low T behaviors I see continuously lately is when you see dudes, they react to someone and you see it's like the crop of their head and they're talking and you see they're reacting and they're trying to critique another dude and what he's saying. And he's like, he said this, but then in this clip, he said this. This is some low ranking male shit. You're trying to steal clout from another male who's more popular than you, so you gain some popularity and some other sufferers to, team up with you. Like, yeah, man, that's true. That's so true what you're saying. He's so arrogant and narcissistic.
What's coming there?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's a low-ranking male behavior. The second one is when you don't even know someone, he's more popular than you, and you get a photo with him, and you shake his hand like he's your idol, and then you post it on Instagram. He's not even your mate. When people do that, I just think, bro, what are you doing? You might as well let your missus suck that guy's cock now, because she'd be willing,
That is actually a great segment, though. We should do like a low T segment.
Low-ranking male.
Low-ranking male.
Yeah, low-ranking male, because you can be...
I like low T better.
Yeah, low T is...
That's low T.
It's better branding, I guess.
That's low T. Well, I mean, look, you can talk to your buddies in private about, bro, look at this guy's talking about this on online and then he's doing this and he's doing that, right?
Sure.
But you can't go out and try to attack and defame somebody, be like, this guy's a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
You're the piece of shit.
Agree. It's the deliberate, specific nature of going to defame someone without them having the chance to respond then and there, and you're not in person with them. It's very different to just bringing up some random being like, I don't really like that policy. It's completely different, yeah? Especially when they're close enough to you. If we were to say something about Donald Trump, because he's the president of the United States, that's very different to me saying something about someone locally here in Bali. It's within my reach, so to speak. Does that make sense?
Yeah? Yeah. And that's low T behavior.
That's low T behavior. It's low T behavior when your woman looks at you as if you're not within reach as well. So, for example, if you watch The Wolf of Wall Street and then your missus is like, I love Leonardo DiCaprio, and then the guy's like, yeah, it's just Leo. I'm like, what? He's God now? You're actually gonna hear your missus say that shit? And can you believe that some women actually do that shit in front of their partners?
Yeah.
They don't look up to their man as the man. It's like Leo is like, yeah, but I could never get Leo, so I settled for you. Low T shit.
I've seen it. And
I've seen it a lot.
Super awkward, bro. We're at dinners and I'm like, oh my gosh, you just spoke to him like that. I'm like, okay, don't say anything. You're not going to say anything. You're going to be like, bro, what the fuck are you standing for this for? But if you're watching this and if your woman does not respect you and talks about you like that, you should end it. I know you're not going to end it. You're going to wait until she ends it, but you should end it. You should buy some time and get some time back and end it. If she doesn't respect you, it's done.
It's immediate dismissal. Those things are immediate dismissals. Now, sure, if you're a 20-something-year-old and you're learning, don't feel bad about yourself.
Yeah.
But after you reach the age of 30, if you haven't learned from these experiences, you deserve everything you're going to get. You do.
Yeah. It's all your fault. After 30, it's your fault.
After 30, it's your fault, definitely. That is enough time for you to make all those fundamental mistakes that most men do, let's be honest.
Yeah. But because tying back to everyone being high on something, it's so easy to win because everyone's fucking high.
Yeah, so many people are just putting junk food in their brain. It is like so many people are putting junk food in their brain. I'll go to, I won't say which gathering, I had to be there for this said gathering, people very close to me from the past. And I just see people, I don't want to say.
Oh, you don't want to say what location?
What location, who, where, what.
Okay.
I had to go to this gathering. And you just hear the giddy talk, the tipsy talk, and I just think, you're all fucking plebs. I can't wait to get out of here. I'm leaving in 30 minutes. I'm fucking sick of this shit. I had a fucking beer, bro. Fucking miss you, bro. Like, fuck off. You know, this sort of shit is not fun to me. Talking about the same crap over a few beers. Like, none of you are going to do any of this stuff that you're talking about today. You're going to wake up tomorrow feeling like shit. I'm going to go to bed early, going to get up, box, do something productive. And then my version of hedonism is cool. Like, there's cool versions of hedonism. You know what's cool? When we go to Dubai, buy a new G-Wagon, go to the Palm, have a mad steak, have awesome cigars. Like, that's cool hedonism. You having a few cheap beers, it's just, you're so scummy. Do you know what I'm saying?
And they're also in Australia specifically, they peer pressure you. Oh, what do you mean you're leaving? You're not going to have a beer with a pussy, da 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 da. And like they push you into not having fun.
Well, they never push me because I don't run on that economic model. Their currency is validation. Like, I'd care what they think of me. Like, oh, bro, you're not one of the boys anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, obviously not, cunt.
But 99% of the people fall for the peer pressure.
Because they're losers. You are a loser if you continually need validation to feel good about yourself. You're a loser.
Like even last night when we were at dinner, there was women at the table, and like, you know, there's one girl in front of me, and there's not, and I just, what are they going to teach me? What am I going to talk to women about?